Croke Park is a Gaelic Games stadium in Dublin and is named after one of the first patrons, Archbishop Thomas Croke. It serves as both the principal national stadium of Ireland and the headquarters of the GAA. Since 1891, the site has been used by the GAA to host Gaelic sports, including the annual All-Ireland finals in both Gaelic football and hurling. Today it hosts both the ladies' and men's finals. Croke Park was owned in 1880 by Maurice Butterley and was known as the City and Suburban Racecourse or Jones Road Sports Ground. From 1893 it was used by Bohemian Football Club. In 1891 it hosted athletics meetings organised by the GAA. In 1908 Frank Dineen saw the potential and borrowed £3,250 and bought the ground. He sold it in 1913 for £3,500 to the GAA. In 1913 it had only one stand, which is now known as the Hogan Stand. It had side and grassy banks all around. In 1917 a grassy hill was constructed on the railway end to allow for a better view of the pitch. This terrace was originally known as Hill 60, called after a battle in the Gallipoli campaign, in which the Royal Dublin Fusiliers, Munster Fusiliers and the Connaught Rangers fought. It was later renamed Hill 16 in memory of the 1916 Rising. In 1918 the GAA set out to create a high-capacity stadium. The Hogan Stand was built in 1924. It is named after Michael Hogan, a Tipperary player who lined out with his team to play Dublin on the 21st of November 1920. That day was to become known as Bloody Sunday. 14 people died and over 80 injured when the British Army opened fire on the spectators. The youngest who died that day was aged just 10 years. The Cusack Stand followed in 1927, named after Michael Cusack from Clare, who founded the GAA and served as its first secretary. In 1938 the first double-decked Cusack Stand opened with 5,000 seats and concrete terracing being constructed on Hill 16. In 1952 the Nally Stand was built in memory of Pat Nally, another of the GAA founders. Patrick Nally was born on the 13th of March 1857, an athlete from Ball, County Mayo. He organised sporting events in Ireland. It is said he was highly influential on Michael Cusack. In 1881 he was sentenced to 10 years in prison for what became known as the Crossmolina Conspiracy, in which he and others plotted to kill a landlord's agent. He died in prison in 1891. In 1952 the GAA erected a terrace stand at the north end of Croke Park. It is unique for being the only stand in the stadium being named after a person who had no connection to the GAA. In 1984 the organisation decided to investigate ways to increase capacity. The design was completed in 1991. The stadium did not close during the redevelopment. The refurbishment was done over 4 stages. It raised the capacity of Croke Park to 82,300 spectators. This makes it the 4th largest stadium in Europe. Today it can host not only Gaelic games but international games of rugby and football, and many concerts also take place there every year. Croke Park is open to the public for tours, and if you are a little braver you can do the Skyline Tour, which is 44 metres above the ground. The largest crowd ever recorded in Croke Park was the Offaly vs Down Games of 1961 with 90,556 spectators.